people are grabbing at paper things.
That's true.
They look like, I can't quite tell what they are. You know what
Look
it
like,
looks?
yeah, no.
Sales banners at a floor show, trade show.
Yep, that's true.
What were you going to say?
There are some really big long ones that look like sale banners, and other ones look kind of like receipts.
I don't know who we are right now.
That's true.
But we... You know who it feels like? That researcher we came across yesterday, the data analysis expert, has some friends who like the legwork. He's not a legwork guy, that
That's
data
true.
analysis guy, but he has some friends who like the legwork.
That's true.
Maybe we're some of those people.
That's possible.
There are people, universe after universe, who think only of themselves,
That's true.
not asking, is this what the situation
Actually calls for. What's really needed here?
How can I
be
make a
of
difference? How can I be of service? How can I make this a better world for all that is?
That's true.
Suddenly I see the first view of the planet that Red is on.
That's true.
You know what this reminds me of is when we became aware of Stan and Josie, and then we became aware of planet Saskat.
That's true.
It's similar. We see
Yeah.
Red, this person Red, but now I'm noticing there's a planet around me.
That's
I see
true.
that. I have the sense of looking on a tourist placemat. You know those placemats that have roads, and then there's a city here,
Yeah, it's true.
and then another road, and here's the restaurant that paid an ad to
true.
be on our placemat, and then another city.
We saw one of these
etc.
tourist placemats once.
We did?
A long time ago. It was in a fake town. The last time we saw a placemat map, it was all
great.
like Disney Town, and we just burned it down, and it went down fast.
All right. Well, maybe.
I could be wrong.
Let's. What's true won't burn. This
That's
is the
true.
best, fastest way to find what's real in our
That
lives.
is super true.
Well, what's true may burn, but it will turn into something that lasts like gold. It'll
That's
turn
true.
into gold.
It won't disintegrate.
It won't
What's
disintegrate.
true won't turn into ash.
Won't turn into ash.
That's
What's
true.
true won't be
True.
destroyed
That's true.
in a fire. What's true will be refined
That's
in a
true.
fire. Fire transforms everything. It
That's
either
true.
refines or
Disintegrates.
destroys. So this is how we find out what's true. Let's
That's true.
merge with this whole planet, like really merge with this planet and burn.
Burn.
Someone upstairs is really happy, but they're happy in that data analysis kind of way of, oh goody, my theory worked. That
Right,
kind of.
And it feels like, as I crank the big crank, it feels like the head is breaking through floors. Like in Alice in Wonderland when she eats the cake and gets really
Oh
big.
yes,
and
I
boom, boom,
see
boom, boom.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Boom.
Channels up.
What now?
Is there anyone here who's actively working to trigger the awakening? Because there are people with their channels up, but they have that
see the weird
schlumpy
lumpy.
sock
Yeah.
look. That means they aren't really going for it,
That's true.
and they're just going for it in an easy pace that isn't going to do it.
That's true.
Okay, so friends, what we want to tell
Loudspeaker.
you is this. This is over the loudspeaker.
Yeah, big loudspeaker.
The pace of life that you've been living at isn't sufficient to outrun a tsunami or an avalanche or
That's
an
true.
epidemic as fast moving as the epidemic that is coming your way.
That's true.
It's time to drop everything and live your soul plan like your hair is on fire.
That's
Right
true.
now, everyone, pull out your soul plan books. And if you're a non-physical being and you don't have your soul plan book on you, then you fail.
You're out of there.
here.
It's like in baseball.
That's right. That's right. So there go whoom,
Ooh,
a
boom.
large number of
That's
people.
true.
And the rest of you now. What does it say to do? And it's going to be different. It may or may not be different for all of you. We don't know. Look at your book and see what's yours to do right now. Resentment.
Yeah.
Well put. That's what the energy is here of
Yeah,
entitlement
resentment.
and resentment.
That's true.
That's fairly disgusting.
No good.
All right. Running some screens to deepen the merge. Oh, sorry. Starting to shoot it as close to the center of the bullseye. Someone up there is collecting a bet. They're saying, I told you so.
That's true.
And so my guess on what the bet is, I asked, what's the bet? And they said, what do you guess? Well, I guess that that you believe the body minds carry some kind of imprinting mechanism or something like muscle memory that new inhabitants will pick up right away, and they'll know what to do. And that they sent in...
That is the hypothesis.
That is the hypothesis. And they just sent in to people, I don't know, maybe hopefully good people.
Good people.
Good people. And those people without any, like, they didn't really prep them. They
no training.
No training. Just go in and let's get going.
It's like they're on Harvard's campus, so anyone you grab is going to be
That's exactly
bright.
the feeling.
And they said, hey, you.
That's right.
Do you want to come in the box and do the thing? And they said...
Or MIT.
Yeah. And they say, oh,
you.
okay.
You're a student here? In the box. Come on, let's do it.
Give it a shot.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Two students from
MIT.
MIT is how it feels to me.
It's true.
Two students from MIT. You, MIT student, in the box. Try.
That's true.
And now the researchers are over there high-fiving each other. They're going, it worked.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what we all need to do is trigger the awakening right now. What we need to do is get everybody's channels up, and we need to get people doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, with the sense of entitlement that we see, that
this isn't going to work.
That isn't going to work unless we just burn large scale, burn really a lot. And so right now,
like way bigger than all you are thinking right now.
The entire planet.
Yeah,
and all the non-physical related to it,
everything,
whoosh, up in a huge flame. And what it's going to do is this: burn off a lot of stuff that's untrue.
That's true.
And this is the quick way to discover what is true.
And boy, it's better that way.
It's a lot better. It's better to know.
That's true.
It's just better to know.
That's true.
So, are you willing? Who's willing to walk over there and light the match? I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Flames.
That's true.
And stretch long. Stretch long, and those researchers are like, there's wind blowing everywhere and flames, fiery wind blowing everywhere.
That's
and they're saying it's working, but they don't look as excited as they did before.
No.
Now they look like they're wondering what on earth they just did.
Right. Kind of wishing they'd stayed in bed today.
Right.
Feeling.
Right.
That's true. And like bits of the wall are coming off, panelings coming off the side of the
now let's start
building.
Yes, I see that too. Let's live stream up the prayer request.
That's true.
Here you go, an ancient prayer. Ancient prayer. Actually, you know what? It's not as old here. The timing isn't as old here.
That's true. It's not prehistoric.
No, it's not. And it's kind of like from the 1930s is how it would feel.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't feel that old. That's fascinating.
That is interesting. That's true.
I don't understand this whole time system yet. I still don't understand.
No, I don't.
It's fascinating. All right. But it's like they're clearly automobiles and they don't look like Model Ts.
No.
They're past that. It more looks like the 1930s.
It's true.
All right.
Blast it on.
Sending up the prayer request.
It's true.
Nothing whatsoever in all the data that has arisen since this prayer was first made, maybe 100 years ago by your dating,
It's true.
has contradicted either the purity of the prayer
That's true.
or the validity of its premise.
That's true.
Which is that the system is fundamentally flawed and needs the restart button pressed on a large scale.
That's true.
Our prayer is that you take down the subatomic levels. We'll shake them, the subatomic levels that are infected, and to do it right now. Right now. This may be your last day of clarity. If you don't act on this, what tends to happen is people first just start to forget what they're doing, and it seems like a little thing, and they even laugh about it like it's cute, which it's not. It's an onset of dementia.
That's true.
And after they start to forget little things, they start to forget really big things, and they stop living their soul plan if they ever were at all.
Right.
And then they go insane, quite literally insane, to where they cannot tell what's true and what isn't true.
That's true.
And the only way to avoid falling ill with that disease is to do whatever's yours to do right now, whatever's ours to do right now, moment by moment by moment by moment by moment.
That's true.
I see those two researchers watching us,
That's
and they're
true.
waiting to see if when the time is up or something, we keep going.
That's
It's
true.
like apparently we agreed to sit in the
chairs.
for some kind of period of time, and
Right.
the question is going to be, what do we choose to do when the timer is up?
Right.
Do we choose to stay here, or do we choose to let somebody else? That's the next question
Right.
on their questionnaire checklist.
What it looks like is they built like a black room, and you walk in and it's dark, and there are 2 chairs, and you sit in one of the chairs, and you can't see the person sitting in the other chair, but you can hear them.
Yeah.
But it's pitch dark, and you sit in the chair, and there's a timer ticking, and you sit in the chair, and then at a certain point the timer will go ding, and the doors will open
But we have the option to
to
stay, or
stay in the
leave.
chair.
And,
yeah.
and go for another round.
Yeah, and go for another
You
round,
can go for as many rounds as you want.
or you walk out into the day.
Yes,
That's true.
that's right. I want to go for another round.
Yeah.
Okay, good. My assumption is we must be friends somehow. We came in together.
That's true.
I can feel like we came in together.
That's true.
Okay, I want to go for another round.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We want to go for another round.
Yes, please. And then the doors go boom, and it's dark again.
Yeah, I can see it going dark. Yeah, this sense of entitlement. Like these people have been given so much, but they've been given it so that they can
Do something.
do this really
Do
big
this.
thing. They've been given really big tools or
That's true.
access to something so that they can do this really big thing. But what they've chosen to do instead is develop an attitude of entitlement
It's true.
and not do almost anything of value with their lives.
That's true.
Wow, that's not going to work.
That's
Okay.
true.
Onward, 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 onward.